Okay, folks, welcome back to the Black Book. We're at the bottom of the lake, and we need to get to the bed noise. Palace. Let's go.
You can hardly keep up with the rusalka swimming in the murky water. Soon, a wall of seaweed appears before you. Your guide dives into the thicket and disappears among the underwater trees. You hesitantly follow her. Suddenly, a drowner from the dark appears, accompanied by a couple of chorts.
Here we go. So, they're starting off strong. He's got waste on him. So we need to kill this guy off first if we are able. Don't know if we're going to be able to, unfortunately. I could kill that one off before he gets his damage off. If I do that... No, that won't kill him. Yeah, we're going to have to eat the hit, which basically sucks. Right. I like how the audio warps because we're underwater. Yeah, so we took a hit. The waste is annoying. He's going to hit us again. Actually, let's put a stop to that to a certain extent. To continue adding wastage. These guys are annoying because their attacks are all about waste, which is a very powerful ability in the early game. Okay. Remove negative. This is probably our best bet to basically put a dampener on his game. There we go. Cursing, I'm not particularly a fan of cursing. It's okay, but you need to really focus it. These two work really well. No, none of these really interest me. Korovin, new fiend. Long ago, he used to sing of wonders of creation in an angelic chore. He leveled up. He is going to be a pain, I think. Yeah, because he's resistant. I don't think he gives me... Yeah, actually he doesn't give me any penalties right now. We'll send him on one that's going to take a while. Or maybe we only get him when we get back home. Okay. Let's see what we can get. Draw just no cards. Increase active slot items. Yeah, let's go with that one. Means we can use a 6 item. And we can get this then, which gives us more bless. Excellent. Sandy bottom. I thought I drowned. It turns out that I can breathe underwater just as if I were above the surface.
You go on your way through the river grass. After some time, you walk into a glade dotted with river shells. The white mollusk shells gleam mysteriously, like stars frozen still on the riverbed. One of the shells catches your attention. It emanates an ancient, enchanted power.
+7 armor on the first turn. Not bad. I'm not a fan of like really the armor on the first turn kind of thing. It's okay. Not always useful though. Let's keep going. Underwater village. Vakul is the head of this Vakul is the head of his household, and the drowners are his workforce.
On the outskirts of the underwater forest, you notice a village. You witness a strange, weird semblance of life. The chimneys are emitting silt, and drowners go about their business. The dead don't seem to care about you. Through the windows of one of the izbas, you notice the silhouettes of household spirits.
Where was it? No, that's not it. Pharaoh's daughter. There's a thing we have on Visa called Devil's Stone or Pentecost. A Risco lies on it, brushing her hair, moaning, "Pharaoh, Pharaoh." Her hair continuously drips water. It says that the Chaldeans collect the water and use it to curse men and livestock. Pharaoh is a kind of Satan. As written in the Bible, it said he became a kind of Adonai and his daughters were Asaka. Alright, here. Let's talk to Proska for advice.
Proska asks around about life here and tells you what he learned. As it turns out, the Vadinoi keeps serfs, just like a real nobleman. The Vadinoi's peasants are all drowners, though. You pass by the last of the dead men's houses. On the edge of the village, your old acquaintance, the Rusalka, is waiting for you.
A fine guide you are. I was nearly torn apart by chords in that grass. What's a couple of chords to such a renowned knower? Besides, there's no such thing as a safe path over here. And for my friends, I choose the safest possible. Friends? I don't even know your name. Oh, I thought you'd never ask. My name is... I don't remember. What's wrong with me? Why can't I remember? Wait! I can keep up with you!
The Rusalka swims away into the pitch-black depths.
Interesting. Drowners live quite a long time, but not forever. Some are eaten by fish, some die for good from hard work.
You find a cemetery next to the sunken village. The crosses are broken, eaten away by worms. You carefully step on the dead grass that covers the cemetery soil. Your skin starts to crawl. The Chorts are near.
Track the Chorts.
You bravely venture into the middle of the cemetery and draw a circle. The demons appear soon after. Black figures step out from the darkness around you.
There's 3 of them, one up here, one there, and one there. He's got a summon reinforcement, which means we do have to kill that one. That's going to be fun. Tank me up, because it means we can go straight in for an aggressive attack. Just hoping to kill him off. But that will kill him off. Okay. Let's go. That took care of him, and then we smack him. Take a little bit damage, but the one that was summoning is dead. Okay, we need to take care of the big boy because he's going to start amping up his damage, disguised as a distraction. Yeah. Gonna have to eat a tad bit of damage. I'm not happy with it. Yeah, not enough to kill him, unfortunately. You're gonna have to heal. If I'm able to this turn. No, okay. He's dead. Oh, no, they don't use a healing herb right now. There might be a place around here we can heal. Take care of him. He's been taken care of. Okay. Curses. Yeah. I'm not a massive user of curses, I have to admit. Drown a circle of the dead, walk around in circles. Why? The mermaid didn't tell me about that. This looks prehistoric. Like, you found, like, for example, a sea henge with something like this. Right, let's have a look around. Under the sea. Several drowners are walking in a circle around some idols.
Get out of here, witch! Go search for your Vodinoi on your own!
So this is how you keep your promises.
What were you expecting? I'm a demon. I don't care. I don't even remember my own name.
You don't? Well, it figures. You became a demon, so you lost your human name.
Became a demon?
Sure. Bakul didn't tell you? Well, why would he?
I used to be the same as you.
Well, if you'd been a nowhere, you wouldn't have drowned.
I want to remember the past me. Before all of this.
Yes, that's great and all, but tell me. Why do the dead walk in circles here?
The Vodinoi told me he put these 7 here to walk clockwise. As a testament to the old times.
Yeah, like, this is a very much like a prehistoric, like, site. By the looks of it.
What are these idols here?
Sorcery of some kind. Who's the witch here, anyway?
You don't?
Became a...
Sure. Bakul did...
I used to...
Well, if you'd been an...
I want to remember the past me.
I can help. Is there anywhere you're afraid to swim?
There is. Something that sunk beyond the fishing nets.
Let's go there. Look.
Yes. Let's hurry. What's your name, witch?
Vasilisa. It's time to go.
Yes, let's hurry for the slave, I said. It's not...
Let's look around. Oh, there's some herbs. Don't know how they're glowing underwater, but still. Okay. It's one of these puzzles, so it's... not right. So it's middle, right, left, right, middle. Okay. Middle, right, left, right, middle.
The drowners seem to shrug off invisible shackles. They turn into carps and scatter. On their trail, you find a golden plaque that depicts 7 monsters.
Interesting. This looks very very like a prehistoric sort of sunken ritual site.
Vasya, hurry to that sleigh.
It's time to go.
Yes, let's hurry for the sleigh, Vasya. It's not as scary with you.
Let's go. Fisherman's nets.
There are 2 drowners in the fishing nets. They untangle and tear the strings, freeing the lake dwellers stuck inside. The dead are distracted by their work and pay no attention to you.
Let's call it out to them.
Who's there? Who?
You! Don't stick your nose in others' business.
We do what we want here. Some bloated stiffs can't boss us around. Isn't that right, Vasya?
Well, yes, but tell me, what are you doing with the nets?
Tearing and cutting? We're spoiling them.
Shut your mouth. It's not any business of theirs. Don't go telling them that the Vodinoi sent us.
The Vodinoi sent you to spoil the fishing nets?
The nets. The fishermen don't sew them, nor do they carry them.
What are you telling them that for? She doesn't have to know that the master Vodinoi isn't happy with the fisherman.
Vodnoi taboos. In the law of northern Picmia, the Vodnoi is not a common character. Although there is no lack of rivers and lakes in this region, he is most notable attributed for punishing men for breaking his taboos. It was forbidden to swim during a storm, when it was raining, or after the day of Ulja. Otherwise, the Vodnoi might drag you to the depths. He might also tangle fishermen's nets if they neglected to request an invitation before fishing or offering a sacrifice. To those who followed all the rules, the Vodnoi would gather schools of fish. Millers had a special kind of relationship with the Vodnoi. Without an agreement between the two, a dam might malfunction and break down.
It's none of your business, Vange. Ya hear?
What an idiot!
Let's try and trick them.
That's great. The Vodinoi sent us to relieve you.
Oh yeah, right. You can go back.
Oh, wonderful.
Wait a minute. If you were really sent by the Vodinoi, surely you'd know his Persian name. What is it?
The drowner wants to know the Permian name for a Vodinoi.
Vakul.
He's a water chort. Vakul.
Right.
All right. Looks like you're telling the truth. Guess we're off back to Vakul's palace.
The dead men swim into the dark. In the tangled nets they discarded, you find a couple of gold coins, which you pocket.
Right here. Sunken sleigh. There's lots of logs here. Seems like anything that falls into the water can be found here. Let's have a look around. In the box.
Next to the sunken sleigh lies a broken chest. You search its contents, and amid the rotten fabrics, you find a well-preserved photo and a pendant. It is an elegant thing, with precious jewels. There is some writing on the back. Yevdokia. Could that be her name? Miraculously, the photograph is in excellent condition. There is writing on the back. E and P Frolovs.
The photo is a carved frame, so the soap worker Pakum, a young girl by his side, spitting image of the rascal. Oh dear, I got a bad feeling about this.
At the bottom of the chest, you find several coins.
That's not a good sign if the picture of 2 of them together and one of them looks like the mermaid. And there is a crashed sleigh. The sleigh is used in wintertime. Bones. There's someone's skull here. Looks like a cemetery for boats, logs and the like. Let's talk to the mermaid.
These slaves give me chills. Have you found anything?
Pendant.
I found a pendant. Could it be yours? There's a name on the back. Yevdakia.
Could be. A beautiful thing.
You can keep it if you want. I found a photo. It's of a girl who looks like you.
That is me. And who is that?
Pahom, a salt worker. It says here you have the same family name. Is he a relative?
Maybe. I don't remember. I can't remember.
There's your portrait on the photo, and the first letter of the name on the pendant, Yevdakia. That's your name, Rusalka.
Yevdakia. Yes, that's my name. I think I'm starting to remember. Pahom is my father.
And you came back to the factory to kill the workers? At your own factory?
I was sent by the Vodinoi. I didn't know. Lord, my memory is like murky water. I have to get out of here. I don't belong in the dead man roundelays. Let go. Let me go.
Figured out your scoundrels. Chorts live in mills and mermaids swim and wash their hair in ponds. God forbid anyone pass by a mill on the night of Pentecost. For on that night they have weddings there and drag anyone who passes by to make merry with them. Either that or they lure you into their circle dance and trick you to death. However, there was once a fellow who tricked the mermaid. He joined the circle dance but had 2 crosses with him. One on his chest and one on his back. You figured it out, you scoundrel. The elder mermaid cried and they kicked him out of the circle.
Stop! You'll die up there in the morning. Or you'll be driven off by the cross. We'll ask Vakul about this.
Let's go.
It's time to go to the Vodinoi.
Let's go. I know the way.
Right. Underwater crawl space. This cave leads to the inner domain of the Vodinoi.
The Rusalka guides you to the mouth of the cave. Before you take another step, she stops you with a slight touch of her icy hand.
Vasia, stop! That bike lives in this hole.
So you led me into a trap?
No. Well, perhaps it is a sort of a trap. But for now, I don't want this fish to eat you.
Can't we go around it?
The way to the Vakul palace is through this hole.
Then, when the fish comes out, strike it with your claws. It won't expect it. I'll finish it off with Zagavars.
All right, Vasia.
Here it comes. Pikes are ambush predators. Man, that's a big one. It's going to regenerate, so we need to keep as much... We need to outpace its regeneration, basically. So... That's 14. That's 11. That's 9. But that will give us Bless, which will stack up. Let's go. We need to outpace its ability to regen. Okay, that's going to be hitting us for 50 in 2 rounds. That's pretty bad. So we need to basically start stacking stuff up. Doing as much damage as we can to outpace its regen. We also need to heal ourselves as well. Okay. Get that up. Gotta save that to try and save some armor. Don't have any attack spells on the field. Okay. This is gonna hurt. So this is gonna attack us next turn. We'll do that, we'll do a bit of damage, not a ton. We'll block as much of the pike's attack as we can, and I will throw down a regeneration herb. So we'll block a good chunk of it, not all of it though. And that hurts a lot. So it's coming out swinging. Excuse me one second, folks. Right. 1 second. Get that out. This is going to hurt. We're just going to have to heal as much as we can and just eat it. I should have had that deck. This is the thing. Yeah, this is the thing, which is that some of these bosses are much easier to beat if you make a particular deck. Right. Yeah, he's going to put regeneration on himself. I'm not going to permit that. Just get some stuff on the go. Took some damage. Right, heal up. Yeah, we'll drop that on, put that on, and then we'll go for a big hit. And now our waste is outpacing, well, we got rid of his regeneration anyway. Hold off using my defensive cards until he actually attacks me. Because it won't do a lot of use, but it will still absorb some of the impacts. Okay. So he's attacking us next turn. Let's hope we get a good draw on the defensive cards. We did not. That sucks. We can block some of it. We won't be able to block all of it though. Still keep increasing the waste, because we have to make sure that the waste keeps affecting him so his regeneration doesn't give him more health back. We absorb about half the damage. I'm not happy, but we can heal from most of it, but not all of it. So we do need to chug a healing herb. Wish I had the card in the deck now that they gave me when I took damage to give waste on people. It's very useful. Yeah, it took a bit of damage. We should be able to at least do a tad bit of damage to them. Right. Yeah, he's putting regeneration on himself. Can't really allow him to do that. We can't get it off because we already have that card in play. Okay, that's fine. So we just heal a bit. Okay. Let's get regeneration up. And we just remove him of his ability to do that. Excellent. I don't think we'll kill him this turn. We'll kill him soon, though. Okay, this would do a good. Yeah, we'll kill him next turn. There we go. And the poison killed him. We got Pike's Tooth. The first Ziggurat will always have the Pike's Tooth bite a page. Interesting.
The pike falls on the river silt with a hiss. In a moment, it disappears, as if it's never been there.
Obviously some kind of chort.
A rusalka swims out of the seaweed and points you into the depths of the pike cave. Inside the cave, you realize that you're exhausted. You need to find a place to camp.
Here we are at camp.
How will we get out of here? Granted, I'm not really a cat, but I still don't like being underwater.
Soon, Proshka. As soon as we get to the Vodinoi.
You could always stay here with the other demons, you know.
As if that'd be any better.
Rest a bit, Vasya. We still have 1 day of travel.
Why do you think the Vodinoi sent you as my guide?
I think he sensed your power, but he didn't tell me this.
What kind of demon is he anyway?
The Vodinoi has been ruling over the local rivers and lakes for a long time. He was here long before the new god. His palace is at the very depths of the Bluestone. His riches are immeasurable. Ushkuiniks brought him sacrifices as well as millers, fishermen, beekeepers. Everyone who works near the river or a lake has to deal with the Vodinoi.
The Pirates of Novgorod.
Us two drowners.
What do you remember from your past?
I remember my father. He brought me up by himself. I remember very little. Nothing else comes to mind.
Don't worry, Evdokia. You'll remember.
Oh, Vasya, who knows? I'm dead, aren't I? What was I doing, Lord Almighty? What will happen to me now? We, the dead, know only one thing. It's better to be alive.
How far is it to the palace?
Not far. Rest a bit now, and then we'll get to it.
This road looks old. Vakul also has complete economy here, with villagers and everything.
The drowners that have been here a long time are saying that this road used to be sacred. Each night, the old gods used to walk it. Now everything's changed to the new rules, and that's why Vakul is angry.
Alright, so we got a ton of chorts that we had to deal with. Let's take the sin. You failed the task. Yeah. Still sending these guys because they are the worst offenders out of the whole bunch. Let's find the one I can send that will basically take the longest. Okay, that takes 4 turns, so you can have him. Three turns for him. Come on, there must be a good one we can send him to. Yeah, send him. And I can take the penalty to my armor. Neither of these are really interesting. That doesn't give me anything. That is just to all enemies on the first page. Your first Segura always has... Yeah, like this is just on the first spell. And then we have the map. Okay, let's look at the book. Okay. What is it that I want to do? Is there anything we can take out of here? Well versed, but we take damage. I'm going to take lockout. And I'll put bad blood in, which is useful. What else can we take out? I'll take our men out, and we'll put that in, because it's more useful. Oh, but that one would be good. If we lose health, we get armor. That's really nice, especially if there's a lot of enemies. Where is it? Yeah. I mean, that's nice, but it's also a key card, so it's competing. I really want this one because it refreshes our companion's ability. So let's grab that one instead. And this one is good if we've got a lot of fighting, a lot of foes. I really want more of these well versed though for getting rid of the enemies. The enemy's getting a lot of positive effects. I'm going to drop these ones out. And that gives us some room to grab that. I really want some more of these removing status effects. Because the enemies just keep buffing themselves, and these things are the things that are doing the most damage to them. And if we're going to go damage, we want to just play black cards, really. How looks our damage? That's okay. First, I'm not really taken with it. But it combines well with some of the things we have. Let's try this deck. Let's be on our way. Underwater thicket.
An eel emerges from the seaweed, followed by a burbot. After several moments, you are surrounded by a swarm of eels and burbots that move through the seaweed as a huge herd. You soon notice the shepherds. Several drowners with paddles direct the group to a destination known only to them.
Gambling evil spirits. Alessi Having lost cards and neighbouring to a neighbouring lessee may pay him by driving animals, squirrels or hares to his domain. For men, it was a harbinger of war. The lessee was also tended to mushrooms and berries. Bretonnoy was also known as a gambler, but he pays his debts with schools of fish.
The drowners stop the fish to talk to you. It turns out that this school of fish was part of a wager that some Vodyanoi lost to Vakul in a game of cards. They are from a river near the Church of the Trinity. Now the dead are steering this herd through the domain of the local evil spirits. After this conversation, you understand evil spirits a little bit better.
And this, I think, is a good place to end for the day, folks. I've been Cornish-knight, this has been the Black Book. I like this game a lot. Once you get your head around the fact that the boss battles are more like a puzzle that you need to solve rather than, say, like a tactics game, then this is one of the problems I've always had with deck building games, which is that I don't like meta building things. I like tactics and strategy, and I have to look at it more like a puzzle rather than having to do stuff like meta building. Because like a lot of the guides and stuff online for this game is like, oh, you must never have more than 13 cards in the deck, keep your deck always tiny and small, and have a really powerful meta build, and it helps you just like steamroll everything. And I'm like, I don't like that. That's nothing I've ever liked about deck building games. It's not realistic. It's realistic in deck building, but like I'm not realistic in real life. Having like only a single like strategy is actually a really bad thing to do. But I like this game a lot, so I shall see you all guys the next time. Please like and subscribe, it helps a lot. Goodbye.